Here we are with the promoter for Saturday night's big fight with Jermain Taylor and Pavlik, DiBella. It's a couple days away. This fight's kind of taken on a pretty good life of its own.
It should. I mean, this is a great middleweight fight. This is the biggest matchup you can make in the middleweight division. Huge fight in Atlantic City. It's going to be a very big crowd in Atlantic City Convention Center. You know, people don't have to shell out $55 for a mediocre card. They're going to get a great card for free if they're HBO subscribers. So this should excite people.
And especially with all the cancellations, this is, I guess, the official.
Not just cancellations, it's also being asked to pay for crap. And too often right now you're asked to pay for crap. And right now this is a show. This show could easily be on pay-per-view. As it is, we could just be putting this show up on pay-per-view for $55. But I'm happy that HBO, put up the money, and I'm happy that, honestly, I was able to convince, Team Taylor. We all agreed that this fight is best on HBO. And when Jermain beats Pavlik on Saturday night, he's going to be back to the superstar that I always believed he would be.
Well, I was saying with the cancellations, this is, quote, the first fight of, kick off a great series of fights.
When you look at your great series of fights, everyone's got to dip into their pocket for all the others.
Correct.
This one is live on HBO.
And I mean, this is going to set the bar pretty high for the Pacquiaos and those other fights to try to live up to. You agree with that?
Yeah, I also think that this is. I mean, if you look at the betting odds versus some of these other fights, I think that this and the Cotto Mosley fight are the two best fights of the fall. I don't think there's any question.
Berto, David Estrada.
Look, I've promoted Estrada too. I know Estrada like the back of my hand. That's not an easy fight. I mean, I think Berto is a superstar in the making. I think that Estrada and Berto is going to be a terrific fight, but I expect Berto to prove who he is on Saturday night. But if he doesn't, Estrada is going to wind up with a huge fight. Estrada is a very tough guy. Won some rounds in a decision against Mosley. It was life and death. Cintron was life and death with Estrada, and won in a Fight of the Year candidate. It was the Cintron Estrada fight. Went from ESPN to ESPN Classic overnight. Literally, they made it an ESPN Classic overnight. That's a terrific fight. This is a terrific card. And if you go to the off-TV undercard, to be able to see as much talent is so unusual. Katona, Chaz Witherspoon, Ronald Hearns, heavyweights Terry Smith. The card is chock full of talent. Omar Shika. There's a lot of experienced fighters and a lot of good young fighters on the undercard.
I know the Berto fights for the number 2. I believe with Claudia and Caza. Would he fight for the number 1? Is that what?
I don't know anything about Claudia and Caza. I don't believe that fight has even been signed.
Okay. Would Quintana a good performance with him and Berto at some point possibly? Or?
Yeah, but I think Katona can also challenge for a welterweight title. I mean, Katona only loss was to Miguel Cotto, and that's no disgrace.
Chaz Witherspoon, you mentioned. Take us through your what do you have in store?
Well, I think Ronald Hearns is fighting Kamya.
Yeah.
It's a good development fight for Hearns. Chaz Witherspoon's fighting Ron Guerrero. I mean, again, a good development fight for Chaz. My plans are to advance those kids, as quickly as their talent allows me to, and they need to go again. Both of them need to go some more rounds. Both of them have some things they need to learn. There's no need to rush either guy, but I expect you're going to see a lot of activity from Chaz and from Ronald. You're going to see them out there a lot. A guy like a Katona can figure right in to the welterweight mix with a good win here. A guy like a Shika moving up to 75 pounds gets a W on his record, is right there to fight virtually anybody. So I mean, I think this undercard is going to produce some future prospects for the fighters.
It's going to be a heck of a show, but last thoughts, 10:15 on HBO. Just tell the fans out there one more time.
No, I tell the fans to come in Atlantic City and see the thing live the right way.
Yeah.
But if you can't get to Atlantic City, stay at home, watch it on HBO. But there are still good tickets available. The best seats, the ring sides, are gone, but there are still good tickets available. I think this is going to be a great event, and I urge the fans to come out and see it live if they can't. HBO, 10:15 Saturday night. Be there.
We can't wait. We'll see you Saturday night.
See you there.